Right, you've waited long enough, so we're not going to wait any longer. We're jumping straight into the pistol round. BC.Game already involved at the CT side start. Nemesis are going to be drawing out against First Blood. Muturis gets that open as simple. Gets a dime, drop back as Crazy will be picked up the same. 4v3 for BC.Game. Simple will try and set up the paces of a retake. They've got that bomb plant bonus in, so the cash is going to be there. Texty and Maki has turned it into a 3-on-2 instead for the Nemesis cab. Electronic continues moving closer. Julie's on both him and Aragorn. As Texty goes down, Celta is forced to trade it. Electronic now all up to clutch it for BC.Game. Celta still lands that headshot, and the pistol win goes the way of Nemesis.
And it looked to be a promising start for BC.Game, getting the man up, having a strong defensive out there from ramp, dropping players towards a lower bomb site quickly, but Nemesis get the bomb down, and then they just start overfighting towards that mini ramp position. Texi does well in there with the in-game leader of Celta.
You show exactly how far Nemesis can go on this kind of context. Why they picked into this nuke to begin with. Simple, however, doing simple things with the force by Eagle in hand, shot straight to the side of the head of Saddam, and picks up that Galil to play with. B-side will be the end. Crazy. See the utility coming in his direction at the obs window. Double doors opened up, but still smoked off here. The same Simple. We're going to try and work it forward with Eagle. Catch a secondary kill, and Crazy will follow up on Texty. So BC.Game on to steal. Simple will even drop that bomb in decon. Triple for the Goats. Celta finding his responsive 1 versus 4 from here to work with. 25 seconds to plant that bomb. I think he knows that his time is up in this round, and Nemesis will be losing the steal back to BC.Game. Celta, fall to Muturis, and there it is.
And I do believe that there is a mistake in this video for Nemesis picking nuke. While it's a very good map for them,
just those 2 rifles. See what the pistol can try and support around it. Celta is going to strike first, though. Electronic first down, out over towards Mini's entrance.
Celta, one of the higher fragging in-game leaders that you'll see in the Tier 2 scene, wasn't always a caller. Simple, trading the weapon back. Celta is trying to dome down the secret player, but they should wrap main into A.
Engaging Aragorn, seeing Saddam. Saddam's tick 9 will be able to take the frag back. Simple ends up with a triple, though, in the closed vent corner. Finally overwhelmed by Texty, but the damage has been done. This round is back in control for 2v2. The BC.Game was still one out. Weapon advantage, health advantage on Texty. Celta caught looking the wrong way as Crazy picks his moment to strike. And now Texty to grab that bomb, plant it. 12 seconds to do so, though. BC.Game know that they're at the advantage. All that they can do is just sit back and wait. He'll tap it once, then he get the kill against Crazy. Not even that. BC.Game in the lead.
It's funny, it doesn't even feel that long ago when you and I were casting Crazy when he was out on Rhino, before he even got the call up to go over there at Saw.
BC.Game up by a man now for what should be a side defensive hold, especially as the bomb carrier goes down to Simple. Right, good adjustment to the second as well. Oh, he still got it. 12 kills in 5 rounds is pretty mental. I think he really wanted to play this series. Like
that's how you do it, Kragan. Like, just have a look at it.
That is a valid point to make. That's Simple. In light work of this game thus far, as BC.Game will go up 4-1 in the. He's got another one. Jesus. Okay. Triple. Yeah.
You're going to have a crazy day tomorrow. You're going to be up early. You're going to be doing your anti-strat. You're going to be doing all your preparation. And then you could potentially be playing 3 best of 3s. So if this one does get dragged out.
Rifle text into this round. See what he's made of. Simple actually does get a little bit of pressure. Oh, but Simple's line up a collateral. With Celta taking Muturis down, it won't matter too much. Can't get a third out of Simple. Texty actually turns in a man advantage with Electronic going down. Okay, Crazy and Aragorn. 2v3 for them to work with for the eco steal on the part of Nemesis. And 4 in the closed range corner match is going to get caught, and Texty is going to have to force the trade. 3 kills to his aim. He may well bail out the Nemesis camp. You want to see those highlight players, and there's one of them. Oh, headshot on Crazy as well. Very good round indeed.
Texty, the twin brother of Noto, currently out there with Jame on Paravision.
AK is hoping for a secondary player to reveal, but the HEs will not stay open for long. The smoke will clear up eventually. Meanwhile, Simple's AWP can't quite hit the shot of the first player out towards Trophy. Second shot also missing the same. Molotov sent his direction with flashbangs, keeping him blind, that they will be able to punish that, and Celta will follow it up on Crazy the same. So we're down to 2 men on BC.Game.
Very good punishment against the AWP.
Try and work up a map that actually in the past has been rather T successful for them in their victories. A lot of great T halves, admittedly against some of those lesser Russian teams, but there might probably be something decent. They've got a knife kill, by the way, just from Nemesis that adds some extra cash against the likes of Aragorn.
When it's the opposition map pick, I'd say pretty much every single time he'd be picking CT. He's the opposite, so that's why a lot of their T-side round win percentages are a lot higher, is because that they just decide to pick T-side so frequently.
Well, they picked CT for Inferno, so there's that, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Simple struck down another as well into this round. At least Nemesis start on the T side on the basis of BC.Game picking CT. Electronics got a secondary kill. Line finding Electronic. Aragorn unable to hold on. That's not a good sign. Simple still in play. Started the round. He may have to end it, but he is forced away from heaven, so he's lost his foothold. 3-on-3 as the third player will come up from the downstairs from the events. Muteris. Nemesis do plant that bomb.
There might not be much of a retake in this. You don't have another resmoke towards main. They've got to try and get Muteris up from the vent. Sadime is close by towards door.
Oh, from Muteris to find Sadime. Zero trades it back to keep it at a 2-on-2. Crazy still looking for the players on the rafters. Will drop off and take a lot of damage, but tap that bomb at the very least. Celta baited out. Zero still with a kill. The AWP is simple. Not enough time left without the kit. Really needed his teammate to stay alive there. So that one frag, all they need for Nemesis. Now take number 4.
Stelter's allowed his entire squad with the bomb to take secret access and create a pathway towards lower, while still leaving 2 lurks on the top site. You've got one towards ramp, you've got Celta coming back into lobby. It has been pushed upon though. Now Sadime can get the trade back, so he's done well, and he knows on the scoreboard, or from the feed, that Electronic is still around here somewhere.
Takes the point on Muteris. Muteris takes him back. Advantage for BC.Game here. Sadime back turn. Saw Simple dropping off. I don't think Simple saw him though. Electronics there to receive. Sadime will be seen and will be removed. Crazy got fragged out elsewhere. Grezzo is all alone. 13 points of health here. Will just about be caught by Simple. Wallbang through his own teammate of Muteris there to get the kill. And Magic caught by Muteris next up. So 6-4. Minimum's taken by BC.Game. Turning frag from Magic Keys, turn it into a man advantage. Sadime actually gets that advantage in initially, but Simple trades back, upgrading to, or downgrading to the AK to have a bit more flexibility on the bomb site. And hugging that close range corner, gets the kill. Double up is secured as well. Triple for the man. Heard the footstep to the left as well. Knows exactly where Magic Key is. Needs the support from his teammates, though. They're coming in slowly, and Crazy will indeed provide said support. 7-4. Know what the record is for a single, you know, the highest frags in a single map?
No, I'd have to have a look.
Take a look at that during the halftime break, I think, because I am very curious to know, because Simple and 22 frags in a half. Maybe even more so as the execution comes in. Sadime is overwhelmed Aragorn. Simple's all get out towards heaven. Text is going to follow it up. Simple Electronics to get those two together. Second shot, not so much from the big green. Third one also missed out. The Deagle comes out against Texty, and now Crazy's gone down. Simple on for the triple to make it 25 in the half. He's seen his man missing his shot. Deagle again unable to stabilize as Magic E will take him down with a Tech 9 from range. That's a forced by steal for Nemesis to make it 7-5 at the turn of the half. 7-5 at the turn of the half. BC.Game and Nemesis are doing battle, but so is Simple right now. 24-7, Dwayne.
Indeed, getting close towards the record that was set by Poi on the 12th of September 2024. That's 39 kills in regulation versus Zero Tenacity. Let's see if Simple can make it 40 in reg.
14 Reg, just to highlight exactly how proficient he has been. Down first in this round, though. Electronic will take Zadime out as a trade, and Mutus will follow up on Celta. Magic is going to try and keep control, and he will find Crazy as a result of that. So it is a 3-on-3. B-site is the target. The plant will be secured. The retake will have to get set in. As soon as they find a more stable place to do it, Texty trying to regress.
Texty's expecting over-aggression to come out from the double doors, and the two players in from ramp have to try and work off of each other. Now, they've got a smoke and a kit. They can get themselves close. Unfortunately, they fall to the in-game leader.
Frag of Muturis now. Mixrezo caught by Muturis the same. A double up for the man, triple in the round. Magic Keys turn it into a 1 versus 3 by finally taking him down. Needs to get the 2 more, though. Fuse kit's with him, and he wasn't expecting Electronic to be set there at the decon doorway. So from Nemesis, an AWP in for Magic Key. Not so much for Simple, who's now on 27 out of 39. At least Nemesis to get another round out of this one, so that way you can ensure that you can make that record happen. Texty fighting Muturis. Simple will get Texty to return. Double up towards Celta, the same. Advantage BC Game.
Yeah, he's definitely going to make this to 2-0. You've got a player that's just hard carrying, and carrying by a stretch that we're not used to for any player at any level. This is a ridiculous performance. And for Nemesis, they've kept it tight throughout the game, but there's been certain moments where we see a triple kill or a large multi, and it ends all momentum. Sadime and Magiki don't have much left in them. 40 seconds, 2v4. It's a good timing here, actually, in which the bomb could get dropped from Crazy.
Sadime just missed his mark. He'll get Crazy, but he won't be looking back for the second player that's there. Wary of that heaven and hell position. Instead, Simple can just slowly close it against him. Electronic will steal the kill. There goes the 30 bomb. Or maybe he might still get it against the Orpha. Indeed he does. 30 frags for Simple in regulation. That is mental in MR12. He was prodding out against Sadime. He's the only AK-47 in this round, and rightfully so. With no money available to buy across the rest of the board, the Galils and 2 other players, the Deagle and the P250. BC.Game are working their way up and into the ramp control. The X-Rezo back down towards the B-bomb site. The M4 that watch the left-hand doorway. The flashes in from the hell position to ensure that Magic Key can't become a threat. The B site is going to be the target, and Muturis will be the first port of call. Finding that first kill. Celta will take down Simple, so stalling him out a little bit more, so no kills out of Simple in this one. Aragon grabs that M4. The AK should get picked up by somebody, preferably Muturis, that way they have all rifles across the board. Now staggering this one for time, though, and checking out the double door entrance.
The double door is only being contested by 1 player. Electronic is out in the open, and good info has been taken there from the ramp player.
I'm stalling is good. The Incendiary is coming out of much towards that emo angle. Magic Key's going to find Electronic. Kill found. Muturis returns. Texty and Magic Key get right back onto them. Aragorn, where is he? In ops, trying to fight against the diffusers. Gets his kill against 2 players. Third man, Sadime's got no time left towards it, and Aragorn knows just to bait him out, win the round off that basis. Good kill for Sadime at the tail end of the round, but it doesn't matter. He's going down anyway, and BC.Game are on map point.
Aragorn, for the first time in the entire map, has to be in a position to deliver. I think there's been a lot of players that have lacked behind, but right there, he's just doing a lot of time stalling. He peeks out the right moment, gets himself in for a multi, and then just tucks.
He'll still be able to contribute. Opening frags, his kills generally still absolutely stellar. First frag found. Tag onto Magic. He took a lot of damage towards that engagement, but he's already started. The rest of BC.Game can try and take over from there now. Muturis on 12, Electronic on 16. You still got some backup dancers. Not to the level of Simple, but you still got some individuals that will provide the rest of the heavy lifting.
Out of ramp. There was just a moment there as the CTs try and prod in by 2, but they get caught. The XM's in from behind. The M4 is watching the flank, and the bomb gets dropped. This is workable here.
Electronic goes down next towards Celtus. Indeed, it is Aragorn next up to task. A little upgrade coming in, but Aragorn wins the fight. Now it's all on Simple. Galil in hand. The XM from Celta doesn't even need to be all that accurate. His back is turned towards Simple right now, though. Will he go checking for this? Simple hopes that Celta will make his way out. He has no idea. This is all timing and checking positions. And Simple, he's going to need to make the play here. He needs to make the move.
He does, but not immediately. When you've got this much time, you don't want to be the player searching, because on low HP, you want to get the jump on him. Celta is now double questioning exactly where he can come in from. There's so many options.
Right way right now. To the way. Simple's got it. Of course he does. 32 frags in regulation, a 13-6 domination from him. BC.Game will take Nuke. The tournament, obviously, an underwhelming start in their upper bracket opening game, and this is a team that just want to see if they can send this and end it really quick. Wow, it's very, very late. They want to end this one quick, as do I. BC.Game with the T side are already running into the pistol round of this banana control. Texty has taken Aragon first and foremost. Electronic can't get a trade together onto Magic, and now the B site is under siege. You still got Texty and Celta on defensive, and the other two have been brought in as well. BC.Game are now making their way in from the central site entrance. You've got Texty in the back lines, sees a player, takes him, Simple, goes down. Secondary, not so much, but he gets those two in the lineup. Going to turn back towards Crazy, who's now in a 1 versus 3. All-important quadrant for Texty, unable to get the ace for it because Crazy's got him down. Sees the last two players and needs those headshots. He's got some time to work with, and that's good because he does not have the bomb.
Crazy's got to try and find a way to isolate one of these fights. Try and draw one of these CTs out into the open. Now, S1MPLE has reposed and got himself towards a new box.
USP now for some range game, sees players. Good shot on S1MPLE. And now for the quarter of his own, unable to finish the job. Pistol win for Nemesis.
Excellent work from Texty, and this is his highest rated map out of the entire pool and the strongest player for his side when it comes to this map in the last 3 months.
From the individual. Aragon does come up good against Texty in the start of this round, though. AK finding the frag. No further response from Nemesis. BC.Game will just carry on moving forward here.
It's turning into another one of these gamble stacks out on B. BC.Game and not looking to cancel. They've still got themselves alert towards the boiler and short side entry. A lot of util going down on B though.
With their way in, Tadaim holds his nerve for 2. Aragon does get one of the way out. It's even a man advantage overall towards BC.Game. They know that there are 2 players out there, and the third man must be rotating. That's called in by Crazy. Magic still gets the AWP shot against the man, though, so it's back to a 3-on-3, and he's still holding off for the rest of the defenders incoming, or the attackers rather, incoming. Electronic, Simple shot onto Electronic. 1 man remains here in the apartments. Shot on. Magic doesn't hesitate. 3 kills to his name. What a defense. We're going to avoid the HE damage of Nemesis. Lashes in against him. Smokes to the T side. You see Xero is going to try and get ahead of it. Unable to do so though. Crazy beats into the punch. S1MPLE struggles to get that kill onto Aragon on 9 points of health rather. Mutrus will eventually be able to finish the job against the man. The bomb will be secured on the site. 4v3 for the post plan. It's mostly pistols on BC.Game though.
They don't have more util to block, but they've got the time, and at the moment the CTs aren't getting offered very much. You've got Celta that's trying to come through from Texty out in short. They've got to strike quickly.
Try to swing from Celta, getting nothing. Now Texty and Magic know that they have to fall back and hold their weapons. No chance at the round. See if this will be the chance the BC.Game will take to really take off, if you will.
Very aggressive down mid. This is unseen.
S1MPLE sneaking past the T side will challenge the player. Simple will go down for it, but he's quick to trade him back as he rotates in and gets caught off in second mid entrance. 4-on-4 established. The go is down.
BC.Game just caught napping a little bit there, and it's a good change up. We've seen very defensive lines of engagement for Nemesis, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, as soon as BC.Game in there first, they go for something cheeky. Retaking nades going from Texty, getting the incendiary out towards the half wall. Now, we've seen previously these gamble rotations towards B. It's now the complete opposite. They're keeping 3 defenders towards A, and Texty's completely alone.
Smoking at the right time to suppress the T side contact. So the utility coming in as well with a flashbang to try to stall them even more. Trustman ahead of it, take a kill. Trustman back to the second, doesn't quite come through all the way. Crazy out 20 points of health, but he gets it to a 3-on-3 scenario.
Really needed that second. I'm not even sure they're going to commit for the retake here. The HE placement is close towards default, but it doesn't drop anybody. Crazy's on the other side. And for Nemesis, this is a very difficult retake.
Kill from Electronic beyond that smoke. That will certainly send any chance that Nemesis have packing. Fall away with the M4 and the AWP. Keep it for the next round.
They need to still strike at the right time when players have got util out in the open or distractions being pulled. You're right on the stack, though.
X-Rezo, Cell start moving. Seltzer doesn't get away all that easily. Magic finding Aragon, but his teammates will start falling down pretty quickly. Texty gets caught with knives in hand, but Electronic is credited with the kill in the M4. Tadime, 1v3 on site, simple, AWP in hand, shuts him down. And that is BC Game, 2-4 apiece. Crazy, Electronic's going to make his move in towards Wine, gets only one kill out of it though. X-Rezo trading simple on the AWP. Nuterist caught Bob Magic-y. An AWP battle simple on site. The flick doesn't quite connect from the CT-sided player. And the no-scopes don't find from simple either. So Magic-y gets the triple kill in. And Nemesis can reclaim the lead. No damage again out of BC Game on Bernard. Taking some back in return for Nemesis, so it's not completely like the favor hasn't been returned. The Celta still at 62. Magic-y on the A site, finding Electronic to kick things off, dead in Boiler.
And BC Game have taken all of top banana with quite a bit of time left on the clock. They've even smoked down towards CT. They can start grouping back towards A. Simple's got a lot of space on the short side, but has not been able to pick up anyone towards pit. Orp duel out towards long. Goes the way of Magic-y again.
Didn't see that one coming. Maybe it's simple. Counter Incendiary will block off BC Game from getting into the execution. A smoke will bloom towards Coffins eventually. One out towards Cross. Muterist will be leading the charge in. Flashes from Aragon will try to keep players blinded. They still peek forward of those smokes. Celta and Texty will hold their positions. Crazy. Only good for the one trade. He's overwhelmed rather quickly by the T-side forces. And there's minimum 6 for Nemesis.
The wondering now is if Simple's not carrying, can BC Game win? Because you look at that opening best of 3 and you're not even taking a map win against a pretty rubbish-looking Russian team. Incendiary for Texty. If that gets dropped around the 30-second marker, then there's going to be pure chaos on the exec.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward there from BC Game. I don't know what happened, but either way, make their flashes in and make their moves. HG's to open up some of the smoke. Mac 10 in first, but the flash is captured the T-side players. Blinded Crazy. Still good for one of those picks. They're trying to do for the second man. Trades still keep it at a 4-on-3, but it's favourable to BC Game on the B-side defence. I don't know how much information they've got on Aragon and Muterist being low as well for Nemesis. They're going to prod away at the bomb site and get one of these kills out of Church. No, Aragon gets it on, and that should send Nemesis packing.
It's a shame that there's not more punishment from the CTs. You have, first off, just missed util from the car individual. The molly just burns in the open, and then players start ticking.
AWP and M4s, limited utility in some regards. Most part, everything that you need.
That's AWP, it's just pressing everywhere. And Magic-y, it's nice to see that there's a little bit of high tempo and confidence. He's just bringing that AWP everywhere. And getting it into long, short, Boiler, now to the apartments. Eventually does get traded by Crazy. And Nemesis are not in a position to pounce on that fight either.
No, not at all. Away from the apartments, flashbang in to allow Tadime. An easy kill on Crazy with his back turn. They're trying to turn away from that flashbang. And with that cleared out as well, then no one's coming in from bracket, so Aaron needs to smoke up that cross. Flashbang his way into the site and try to set up the execution for his teammates. All sorts of backlands coming in with the CT side. Celta struggles to get away with that kill. Simple gets 2 of them on the lineup. Texty trades him back. Muterist now all that remains. 1 versus 2 will plant that bomb. Bit off a default, so Texty's blind spray doesn't get the kill against him. Re-smoke onto the cross, and Texty's desperate to catch the player. He does take damage off the Muterist down to 34 HP. Needs those headshots in his position. The Trustman back towards the second player. Texty somewhere inside that smoke, and he knows it, but he's playing patiently. Running his cars close to his Tesh. Another smoke to that cross. Texty needs to push forward of it, and it works. Muturis unable to hold the confidence of the spray. Kit drop right behind the bomb, meaning that Texty will hold the defuse and make it a 7-5 half.
Simple, close range with those jewelries out in the brackets. Teammate of Electronic just behind him.
Sadine fast man forward, seeing Simple domes him. Not quite the hard carry he was in the first map, but wasting little time to get things started in this half. Advantage and first blood drawn in by BC.Game.
Still got quite a lot of util to allow a fake, not only just to commit towards A, but to try and draw over rotations. You got Celta and Magikey with nades. Very defensive on A though. Smoke goes down towards Moto, another one out towards Long, and now they start to excel.
Sim first, Simple's Julie, still port of call. USP and Muturis right in the back lines. Taps will continue, but no one will be seen. Nemesis quickly out towards the arches, into Speedway, and wrapping their way over to the B bomb site. Aragorn and Crazy are on the defensive. Muturis Electronic getting involved with a couple of kills. Aragorn drops that bomb. And now the flanker, the lurker in from mid is all that remains. The crunch of BC.Game has crippled Nemesis in this round. The pistol was handily taken by the international squad.
I don't think that was intended at all there from Nemesis. With the util that they had of the two smokes towards Long,
Simple flashed away. AG down, Crazy with the kill. Celta instant responsive. Smokes attempted to come up towards the library.
oh, big flank.
Indeed it is. Magikey going to move out towards the short position. Celta with a kill. Crazy the responsive. Alone towards the backside. Gets another kill out of it. Triple not quite secured. Texty still held his own. And Aragorn gets dealt with. Magikey with a good turn. Muturis knows where both players are roughly. On that smoke bomb plant will be secured. He look towards it. Can't adjust towards Texty. And Nemesis reclaim control.
Well, fair play to Celta, because he's the one that's coming out long and kind of solo.
Nemesis on CT or T side is now down on the back foot.
They've got themselves a read that it's going to be A. Even though they keep passing more util over, it's only the M4 and the FAMAS to defend against B. Now the re-smoke with a minute on the clock. I think Nemesis is just going to go through this util.
The smoke comes up from the CT side. Muturis does find Celta, but blind about a flashbang. Texty gets that chance. Aragorn goes forward. The blind sprays at a player across. Simple does find one of them. They can get that bomb to site advantage. Third player on the way back in is Simple. Managed the sprays. Tickles away the HP, but doesn't do much in this 3-on-3.
They've still got themselves an incendiary and a flash. The concern is going to be the kit behavior. Nemesis just need to try and stall out. This looks promising for Celta and co.
Incendiary on Nubox. Discovers info that nobody's back there. Darkened sight. Yixrezo close range near the bomb. Electronic catches him. Good kill. Sadime with a trade back. Adjustments there from Simple. Can't quite hold on towards Sadime. And Magikey in the back lines also holds his position. Keeps them baited into the away from the key threat. Another carry, except he's not getting the results for it. Not like on Nuke. BC.Game going to force forward, try to take the fight towards the banana players. And Aragorn is going to get credited with the kill onto Texty, so we'll get that much out for BC.Game, as they'll take all but on access and control with very little damage returned by Nemesis either. It's being made by players over at brackets and Long. Player Long's going to get caught out by Crazy in his rotation. Simple's on site now, here to receive Yixrezo and co. Him and Magikey are walking their way to the bomb site. Do not anticipate Simple. Kill comes up. 2 players left for Nemesis.
It's a very good funnel. So BC.Game call attack, and they go to take Banana early.
And that will break this little mini streak of Nemesis. BC.Game. This is the first step on a task for themselves. Simple caught off out towards cubby corner on Long. Sadime credited with the kill. Muturis still a total of 3 players over here on this side of the map, although Crazy starting to move forward into the apartments. Check against Yixrezo and take him down. 4-on-4 now. Moving on towards the bomb site. Back to turn towards Electronic. He's flash blinded. Checked upon by Sadime. And they lose control of the bomb site with it here for the CT. Forces Celta. Follows suit on Muturis. And now they have to back off and save their guns. All they have to do is take it.
You even expect a lot more out of Electronic, and I think we've been seeing that in a lot of best-of-3 series. One-for-one trade out there towards mid, but then Simple falls, and you've got a minute mark left on the clock. 2 more defenders towards A. I think they're just going to get overwhelmed by pace.
Electronic will be able to stall onto the hot man advantage, 3-on-3 as a result. Sadime down.
Just slowing the clock entirely, and it's turned into a gamble stack. Electronic's going to rotate out. Muterus isn't seeing anything into the brackets. Getting closer to 25 seconds, and Muterus kind of needs to drop the bomb and probably get a multi-frag. Great swing. Everyone goes together. And now you just save. This is going to be 12 for Nemesis.
Yeah. And then a damn thing you can do about it for BC.Game. Electronic and Aragorn both know. Have to hold on to these guns. Just seen by Simple. Celta down. Pixels all you require. And that is a massive start for the CT side.
And now there's going to be an insertion into brackets to avoid that AWP. Muterus sitting back towards long. 2 players up on the short side. Brackets taken freely.
Electronic takes the Iron down. Muterus backs away from contact in a brackets. Rezo find the angle and just leaves teammates into the bomb site again. Attack out of the apartments. Electronic and Crazy. Not required for Muterus to take down Texty elsewhere. 2 men left for Nemesis.
It's not going to be the easiest of challenges. However, you still do have 4 rounds to do it in. And the economy is pretty good overall. So even with the 2 players saved, they'll be fine in the next round. BC.Game can just upgrade the odd AK here or there, so they'll get 3 of them.
Nemesis in the A bomb site. Molotov sent. Rezo not required out of that one. Crazy takes down Sadime. Seltzer's going to try and wrap in towards the bomb site as Texty continues the execution. Takes one of them out. Player on top of the boxes. 4 upon Electronic is dead. 4v3. Now Nemesis have the site. Will have the bomb plant soon, although Aragorn's going to try and deny it. Takes one of those individuals out. Rezo traded for the double up of Aragorn. Needs that triple now. 2v2 with Muterus coming in from long and Moto. In the end, backs away to rejoin his teammate. They know that bomb's been lost in the open. It takes one good cross to grab it and plant it.
It's all about timing on how they can catch the other player that's not the planter. And 60 needs protection.
Celta advantage, takes the headshot. Man goes down. Last player, Muterus. 1v2. Headshot seen, but unable to hit the bullets. As Nemesis indeed will take us to a 3rd and final map in this best-of-3 series. 13-9. Victory is attained on Inferno.
It's 64 back-to-back. So they've been playing a lot of it in the last few days, and even on HLTV getting quite a few wins off of it.
We'll kick things off with Sadime losing lots of HP in the pistol round. Our final map is alive of the evening. Magically down to 1 point of health as well. Nemesis facing the wrath of BC.Game, who are picking up the pace heading into the A-bomb site. You've got, well, an instant kill from Simple as he finds the head of Sadime, finally finishing off the job that his teammates have started. Yix, we've got 1 player in the back lines over at Donut trying to look down at the back lines and connect on towards this bomb site, but BC.Game having none of it here. 5-on-4 from Coast Bar.
Aragorn Close is going to try and take that first contact before Celta can actually maneuver out towards the second player. Now, if they get a smoke onto the bomb and tap, they could draw the fights out in the open. Texty's the one with the kit.
1 player ready for the smoke. Crazy goes down. As Simple gets 1 more on the way out of Celta, and Texty decides it's not worth it. Fall back, save the kit, save the Kevlar for Magi. The pistol win will go the way of BC.Game.
BC.Game, they've got to get themselves in a state where they were on Nuke of leading by example. I think when they came out into Inferno,
comes the execution of BC.Game. Muterus down first. Yix is going to hold on to a couple of kills actually with 5-7. Aragorn. Celta gets 2 with Yix also in support of the AK. And that will be an instant steal back from the defensive lockout of Nemesis.
so not only is it a gamble stack towards A, but the smoke timing couldn't have been any better. They get that down towards Donut, and it funnels BC.Game into keep pushing forward.
Losing the previous and now losing the opening pick of this next round. Muterus down first and foremost Similar story to the Force buys as well. Tech 9s and Deagles available only for BC.Game, and heading into that B-bomb site now. Smoke towards the short access. Zadaim at long peak and crawl and burst through. Yeah, damage done, but no kills just yet. Celta response towards Crazy. The bomb plant will be secured by BC.Game, but they spent a lot of cash to get into the bounce. They need to try and get a little bit more out of it as well. 4v2 now with Aragon falling. Electronic waiting. Made it. Simple dead. And so is Electronic.
I tell you, I love the discipline there from Nemesis. They've got themselves, what, a 5v4? And they're just sitting back. They're playing deep long, they're playing deep short, they're waiting for BC.Game to get the bomb down, to take the space. Now he's in a position where he might just be able to send this new organization on a bit of a run, try and upset BC.Game. Aggro takes Zadaim. He's going to try and get right out here in lane.
Right, up and out with teammate support. Texty draws out the first kill of Mutrus. Zadaim catching Aragorn next, 5-on-3. Meanwhile, Crazy trying to make a play out towards the A bomb site, but nothing comes of it. Oh, nothing. Similar story for the rest of the rest of BC.Game. Electronic caught back at the B entrance. Simples in a 1v5, and that is a lockout kind of round. Only 20, 30 seconds into it.
Yeah, there wasn't that much time. I mean, they didn't even really get out of elbow. Ooh, okay. Well, that maybe gives us a bit of a read, perhaps, on just how one-sided this first half is going to be. 4 AKs being picked up, and, well, if you're BC.Game, if you're not tilted, you certainly are now. I would often say that kind of run is basically what disbands a team, but I tell you, when you've just brought in a new core, it certainly won't disband them.
Thank God for that IEM Krakow in there, because without it, and without the other tier 1 and 1.5 events, then they probably would actually...
Yeah.
They probably might just consider it, honestly. I mean, I would be enough tilt on that respect. Simple and Aragon, however, want to change their fortunes. Kills for each to a 4v3 with the initial casualty against Crazy coming back to bite the BC.Game camp. Retake coming in real quick. Look at Mutra and 3 points of health. Simple's going to go for a big old flank, but this execution, if this retake comes back from Nemesis quick, then actually it might not even matter.
You've got the kit on Celta and 2 smoke. You'd expect 1 smoke to go down onto the bomb directly. Simple's going to come out to Donut to try and set up across.
Back towards Red to try and back up and back stab. Electronic getting another kill back on Zadaim. Celta getting nothing out in the center of the bomb site. Simple slowly but surely closes in the pinces and gets his kill. Now Texty stands alone. 1 versus 4. Dead to rights on Simple's part of things. Is he coming back now? Just do a dry instead. Mutrus is going to walk his way in towards the main entrance. No one's watching it directly. They've got the AWP set back at the donut entrance instead beyond signpost. Flashbang is evaded. Shot missing from Magic. Leaning back to the second, Aragon and Celta go back and forth, blow for blow. Simple with the latest. Celta now moves in beyond their smoke, but doesn't go ahead and push forward of it. Flash it instead, almost lined up a triple of frags. Nyx Rezo instead going to have to get the kills from beyond the smoke to turn it into a 2v2. Zadaim finds Mutrus. Electronic stands alone. AK in hand, aware of where both players are coming from. Need to pick his moments correctly and fight a good fight against headshot of the first. The second, close. Electronic, just a dime, but can't hold this confidence spray. And Zadaim with the kit will have the 5th for his team. Nemesis facing the fast plays out of BC.Game. Aragorn finding Texty straight up to the A rush. Bomb pile will be secured in a moment's time. Now by Electronic, Simple's AWPs in play, and Nemesis are down and out and locked out of the site.
They're probably out of this round. Just beaten by pace. The NWP's posted up on the sight line.
They're pushed away. Inbound, they can't get Electronic on the center of the bomb site. That most certainly guarantees the round is over for Nemesis. They tried to go for it, didn't work out. Exit frags look to be forthcoming at spawn. There will not be much to a round itself for the Nemesis camp. 3rd of the board of BC.Game.
We're just seeing a little change of pace there from Muterus. They've had some slower rounds on the default. They've not been too successful. They're now going in for something a bit quicker.
Nemesis will try to extend it once again with a rifle biter they have. BC.Game in a similar spot though, and Aragorn's eventually going to find Texty blind to that flashbang. Zadaim can get him from beyond the wallbang though. Muterus takes the half, so 4v4 with advantage for Nemesis.
just get the feeling that the game's getting...
No idea that he was beyond that smoke.
Bomb could...
Rezo's on a backstab and he gets him. Crazy goes down. Simple AWP repositioning, but does repeat back into Magic Key and taking him out of the equation. Rezo doesn't want to stick around though. Celta gonna have to fight from Red. Only goes 1 for 1. Simple maintains a 2-on-2. Maintains control of the situation. But for how much longer? They're gonna grab that bomb, start rotating it. S1MPLE beyond that smoke will not be able to find a working frag. Might have to rotate into the B bomb site retake.
Simple can get the bomb down straight away. Electronic's going to have to fight off of him, and Simple's getting ready for a fight before he can focus on the plant.
Down soon enough. AK a little bit late from Electronic's reactions. Him and Simple move together. Well, Brand of Brothers here. And they do well to find the flank of the timing as well over Nemesis. Bomb tapped once. They're watching that backstab though. There's with a swing. 2 players to receive him. S1MPLE. Taps it again, Simple, almost isolated, but Simple. It's the headshot, and BC.Game are within 1.
Nemesis got themselves in very good positions there. They were able to maintain bomb control.
Even stances. Only really resisted by a handful of pistols for the CT squad. In the case of Celta, he won't be able to do much. The rest of the fate. S1MPLE and Magic Key will still give some elements of resistance, and they actually bring it down to 2 players on this T side. 1v2 for Texty to work with would have been hard on that Molotov burn. Still trying to get Simple, still trying to make damage out of it, but 17 points of health, he's not going to get much more.
It got dangerous, I think, for a couple of seconds, and then all that pressure got alleviated pretty quickly. BC.Game have heard all the footsteps. Texty won't be able to do anything, so it will be 5 up. Spam of the pistols came in close to getting around still, but not to be. Nemesis will be able to get the AWP back out for Magic Key. Still becoming a little bit more costly, and that could make a difference to round number 12 of the half. Oh my goodness.
What the What did I just see?
Well, he's accidentally hit the mouse wheel while holding mouse 1 down.
Oh my lord. 45 seconds. Smoke's coming in towards main, a little bit late to the mark here for Nemesis. The execution is inbound. They've already got presence on the site. Aragorn and Simple, easy pickings. Seltzer trying his best to compound damage with the sprays back. Magic Key gets involved with the AWP. Another kill back for the man as well. Electronic and Simple have maintained that advantage. Magic Key's still involved in this round though. Bombs are going to try and escape, and Crazy knows he might have to get away with this one. The AK and Magic Key turns up the triple. 15 seconds, and Electronic, he's very quickly making his way in. Magic Key has the bomb inside of the main entrance in 7 seconds. He knows he can run for it. He knows that there's not enough time for Electronic to get the bomb down, and he's won the round for Nemesis.
That is really well played. Just the thought of mine to know it's better for me to drop the AWP and get out towards the AK.
CT half advantage. BC.Game would have loved to have tried and avoided. More than likely, and it's Electronic has anything to say about it. One of the only AK involved in this round. S1MPLE with the opening kill. Celta's SMG around the corner with Simple and Electronic both being out there. Flash blinded is Electronic. He goes down in the fire and the flames. 4-on-4 as a result. Mid towards mid. There's another action coming from Aragorn that might get shut down by the red player. And Detect is going to get that kill. And Celta and Yixrego is not done. 2 kills from that M4. One man is Crazy. In a 1 versus 3, you will get overwhelmed with the numbers game. And indeed, Nemesis will have the advantage. 7-5 of the CT side. Another half advantage for them. Straight in with no resistance, as you say. Retake setup for the CT side. Bomb plant down and open. S1MPLE will try and lead in with the Glock towards the back lines, trying to spot for a play, and they do see one over at red, but the main central force is coming in from the cave. Flash is evaded. The first blood drawn out by Texty, Celta, and Co. It all comes undone for BC.Game. The retake setup doesn't even work out. I love the cheekiness from S1MPLE. Texty stole the kill away, but the knife against Simple would have been extra salt in the wound. It's a pistol win. M4's AK and FAMAS for BC.Game. At least the AK for Electronic might provide a little bit extra support. But even then, as soon as they win a round, Nemesis are going to get right back in with a stronger buy than what they had before. They're still rocking the MAC-10s. The AG will certainly help them in the CT defensive department. Aragon's just mowed through 3 over at ramp, but trade back for Magic Key is good. Is that AK picked up to apply towards the rest of the CT presence in the backline. Sadime's now on 4 points off. Magic Key, another headshot gain. Oh, a triple! And maybe even a quadra. Crazy's being heard. MAC-10 involved against him. Meanwhile, Simple's coming from the back lines. And now Magic Key has got 2 to gain. Bomb plant can be secured. He taps it and sticks it. The spray indicates where they're at, of course. Smoke down towards Ram just in case. They're going to line up. Quadra. Oh, it's the ace! Magic from Magic Key! And Nemesis continue the hype train.
Oh, it's the 7 AM clutch. What a round coming through from Magic Key just when they need it most.
Jumping to top frag for his team. Nemesis jumping to 11-5 and now looking for number 12. Crazy going to extend and try and make a play. Can't make it happen. Rezo is traded by Simple at least, who's trying to do all he can to pull this team back out from the bottom.
A walkout B. Look at this. Yeah, they're going to shift that bomb back out. They've got so much space on the area.
BC.Game are at least rotating back here. They're waiting for, or specifically Celta's waiting for backup to arrive before he goes in definitively towards the bomb site. So actually, BC.Game may have found themselves in a bit more of an advantageous position. They're going to start to look in, see nobody out here. The utility starts coming in. They challenge Sadime. Celta goes down. Sadime is low. No more trades right now for Nemesis. They need to find one soon. Sadime will get Aragorn. Muturis gets back on Texty with a double up. Magic Key involved again, but he's not going to get a clutch this time. Simple shuts him down, and Nemesis will not be allowed.
Make a mistake from this point. They need to go 13-11. They need to go flawless.
Don't think you want another overtime at this stage. In towards mid. Crazy's going to strike first and double up as well. Got close to going down to the hands of Rezo, but BC.Game hold on the control for now.
There's nothing in this round. And they tried to come up mid, lost quite a lot towards Crazy, and then gets himself into a 3v5. Ramp player starts activating just to create a pathway, some sort of opportunity to open up, but doesn't happen. And now maybe the odd kill here or there, but that's as most as you're getting.
Muturis will find Celta. Locking in the 1-on-5 now for Magic Key. And saving in certain rounds as well, meaning it's lopsided and all. BC.Game looking fresh. Muturis gets punished this time as there's Electronic. 5-on-3. Aragon's feeling the pressure. Insignia is against him. They've got pistols pulled out. Texty will fall. Aragorn keeps them at bay. Galil's to work against the T-side line, but Crazy going to support his teammate. Simple also gets involved as the push from Nemesis is shut the hell down. Locked the hell out. A stellar start in that round, but it was not to be for them. BC.Game are almost all the way back.
There's just so much hesitation there. It's a great double entry. They get themselves in a 5v3. You've got to make 2 decisions. The first one is, do we commit straight away up ramp? And if we don't...
ASA execution is the main name of the game for Nemesis. Crazy, Trail presence beyond that smoke. Texty will tank some damage. The HE is Simple, will finish him off from Donut. Bomb plant inside smoke from Magic Key will not be denied. Advantage of BC.Game in this retake though. Still waiting for the 4th and 5th players to join them, but once they do, it'll be all guns blazing.
And it's up to TX to make a play. Out here in Temple, he tried to do it in the last round. He's got to do it now.
Dime finds Aragorn. Muturis struggles as Dime gets another one. Simple bouncing back against Dime. 3-on-2. Thanks to that trade. Upgrading to the AK and moving in against the seaside line. Not aware of the jungle area as Electronic will get 1 out plat, but that's going to be about all she wrote for him and for BC.Game in this round, maybe for this series. 12-10. 2 map and series points and elimination points for Nemesis. Forward onto round 23 to make this their last of the night. Smokes covering off access from the CT side to look in. Muturis mistimed on his sprays. Still lacking on individual performance metrics. Also, red room access for Nemesis. Simple's will be ready to try and defend against it. Alongside Electronic with 2 in the lineup. 3, in fact, for the M4. And that is the end of round 23. Quickly, Nemesis bottlenecked, capitulated, and wrecked.
And this was an 11-5 score. It's getting touch and go. We're definitely going to round 24, in which will be a weakened bye. Loss bonus won't be there on the max, and Celta's definitely not getting the plant. So it is going to look a bit awkward. You've got, I'd say, a good buy for 2, and then a weak buy for 3.
Into the A-bomb site. Go Nemesis. Simple's orb. Here to protect it. The HE out smoke for only a moment. He peeks ahead of it, gets a kill on text to Rezo is going to turn it back in against him. Aragorn keeps the man advantage though. So Dime is waiting for some sort of playback at elbow. Meanwhile, the site is still under siege. Rezo has gotten Aragorn to a 3v3. This Mac 10 now has to go ahead and join his teammates because the bomb can get planted.
The bomb has been very delayed to getting planted. It's eventually going to go down, and Sadime's wrap, I think he's scared about the distance. If he goes elbowing into Donut, it's too far for a Mac 10.
Crazy leads them in. Flashbang perfect for Celta. The check for 2. And Muturis is all alone. 4 and 17. Gets the first. Is this his magical moment? It needs to be. They need a hero in him now. Smoke. Very far away from the bomb and leaves him exposed towards that Temple player. Taps it once. Going to try and force them to make the moves. Secondary seen, but Rezo will close him down with a triple in the round. And the end of a long, long day of Counter-Strike. At 13-11, 2-1. Nemesis stay in the lower bracket. A BC game are eliminated.